Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is a Patreon suggestion. I'm going to initially post this to the Patreon, and I hope I can post it to YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I saw a message, and it was a suggestion from someone from the level, what is it? Basically, someone who can suggest videos for me to react to. And yeah, man, this has got a lot of views, so I'm guessing this is a really, like, sort of a thing that a lot of people sort of know about or are interested in learning about, and it's why you never mess with a guard of the tomb of the unknown soldier. I don't really know what the title means, I'm going to be honest, but we're going to see. I hope the video explains it, and I mean that's about it really. Let's get into this. Quick shout out to my Instagram or Twitter, links in the description for those interested in following. And I mean the Patreon, this is going to be on the Patreon first exclusively. I'm going to hope to get it to YouTube soon, but yeah, for the person who suggested this, thank you for the support firstly, and thank you for suggesting this secondly. And I mean, yeah, man, let's get into this and let's see what this video has to show me. Ah! Fuck me, my ears are burning. Fuck me.
Every requested that officers remain behind the changing red.
Get behind the rail!
The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is one of the most continuously guarded monuments in the world. It's patrolled 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, regardless of the weather, by an elite regiment of soldiers known as Sentinels. These Sentinels are highly trained specialists in superb physical condition, ready at a moment's notice to defend the honor of fallen war heroes. So what makes the old guard of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier so feared and respected? And what happens when people push the boundaries and try to mess with one of the guards? Let's find out. The Old Guard is essentially ceremonial special forces, and despite their seemingly mundane job, they represent the very best of the best the Army can offer. It's so elite that less than 20% of all volunteers are accepted for training, and of those, only a fraction pass training to become fully fledged Tomb Guards. In fact, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier Guard Identification Badge is the third least awarded badge in the entire United States Army, behind Military Horseman ID badges and astronaut badges. To become a Tomb Guard, an Old Guard soldier must volunteer by applying for appointment to the tomb through the Sergeant of the Guard. To be considered for an appointment, the soldier must be highly motivated and disciplined, and possess a strong military bearing and soldierly appearance. If appointed, the soldier is assigned to the tomb for an initial 2-week training period. Upon reporting to a relief, the trainee is assigned a Tomb Guard trainer. The trainer informs the trainee of what is expected of them, including following strict rules, training guidelines, and the need for complete dedication and commitment to the tomb. The training cycle is intense, consisting of a series of 5 exhaustive tests over 6 to 12 months. These tests focus on ceremonial performance, uniform preparation, and knowledge. If the trainee completes the training cycle and passes the tests, they are able to flawlessly conduct 7 different types of ceremonies.
It's a cool, like, outfit that you have to wear. I mean, it must be hard on hot days, but it does look pretty
the
cool.
Highest standards of uniform preparation and recite 35 pages of information without.
Fuck me. Recite 35 pages, bro. That must take like revision and constant reading, man. I'm the worst at remembering things, so this definitely wouldn't be for me because I would just be forgetting things time after time. But 35 pages you've got to recite
without error. If the trainee fails any test, they are assigned back to their company. The successful trainee is awarded the Tomb Guard Identification Badge and will be from then on referred to as a Tomb Guard or badge holder by their fellow Sentinels. Demonstrating how serious a role this is considered to be, the Tomb Guard Identification Badge is the only military badge that can be revoked for any action that brings disrespect to the tomb. The Unknown Soldier. On the 11th of November 1921, the remains of an unknown American soldier were returned from the battlefields of France. Unidentified remains weren't uncommon during World War I, and without DNA profiling or reliable ways to match the list of missing soldiers with the discovered corpses, many bodies were simply marked as unknown. For this reason, the U.S. government approved the construction of a memorial in the Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia, United States. This would be the final resting place of the returned unknown soldier, and would serve as a monument to all deceased military personnel who were either lost or the remains never identified.
That's incredible, though. That's incredible. I like the sort of the sentiment behind it. I don't know how I've not heard about this, but I really do like the sentiment behind it. Like, and it's still to this day, like, sort of not held in such high regard. I mean, held in such high regard, but like protected so much, and like I guess people go to visit it to pay their respects and all this kind of stuff. And they give this kind of protection to it because they care about it so much. I love that so much.
The remains of the unknown soldier were interred beneath a 3-level white marble tomb covered in a stone slab. Intricate carvings decorate the sides, including wreaths and figures representing peace, victory, and valor. The rear of the sarcophagus includes an inscription which reads, "Here rests in honored glory an American soldier known but to God." Why you shouldn't mess with a tomb guard. While the role of the sentinel is mostly ceremonial, there are some things you just don't do when visiting the tomb of the unknown soldier. The old guards will appear strong and silent, that is until you break one of their rules. Cross over the barrier into the plaza and you'll probably hear this.
It is requested that all visitors remain behind the changing rails at all times. Remain behind the changing rails.
Oh, he's
Behind the chains and rails.
Respect and silence is required at all times. If you're being loud, rude, and obnoxious, you'll likely get this response.
Remain standing for this ceremony. It is requested that everyone maintains a level of silence and respect. It is requested that everyone maintain an atmosphere of silence and respect at all times.
These sentinels are very similar to the Queen's Guard at Buckingham Palace. However, they aren't trained to remain still at all times. Get too close and the sentinels will gladly point their M14 rifle straight at you. They aren't messing about. Day in the life of a tomb guard. The old guard is made up of 3 tomb squads or reliefs, numbered 1st through to 3rd. Unlike traditional army units, tomb reliefs are organized based on height, so that the tomb guards are similar in size during the changing of the guard. The 3 reliefs are on duty utilizing 24-hour rotating shifts. A tomb guard's day begins at 5 a.m., with arrival at the tomb quarters 1 for duty. The tomb guards will inspect the quarters, prepare their uniforms, review orders, and receive their duty assignments for the coming day. At 6:30 a.m., the tomb guards inspect the trainees' readiness and uniforms. If a trainee meets relevant standards, the tomb guard may allow them to walk the first morning guard change known as bolo at 7 a.m. The evening bolo will be the final change and walk of the day. During the hours of the day, the Arlington National Cemetery is open to visitors. The tomb guards will perform several changing of the guard and wreath-laying ceremonies and walking the mat. During summer hours, the changing of the guard ceremony takes place every half hour, and during winter hours,
So do you like, is wearing the, what would you call it? I'm not going to say jacket. What is it called? I'm not going to say jacket, but you know what I mean? This thing here, I can't think of the word, with like all the badges. I'm guessing you have to wear that, even depending on how hot it is. Because in Virginia, in the summer, bro, they must sweat their balls off, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I get hot when it's 20 degrees Celsius and I'm in my room, like it is now. Doing that in a jumper out like, I'm probably guessing Virginia gets like 35, 40 degrees sometimes, maybe even hotter in summer. Bro, that must be, it must be hard to do, but I gotta respect it for sure. But maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe they can do it without it sometimes. I don't know.
Every hour. Although all walks are important, the most coveted walk for a tomb guard is the midday noon moon walk. During the same time, the trainees perform mirror time, conduct uniform preparation, study knowledge, check in wreaths, and alert the tomb guards of the next changing of the guard.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
While guarding the tomb, sentinels do not display rank insignia. This is done so as not to outrank the unknown soldier, whatever their rank may have been. The tomb is guarded 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. So after the evening bolo, no ceremonial changes and walks in battle dress uniforms are performed until the next morning's bolo. Guarding the tomb. In March 1926, the U.S. decided to post a permanent guard over the tomb of the unknown soldier. Soldiers from the nearby Fort Myers.
So for the last nearly 100 years, this has been happening. If that's the case, and there's not been any breaks, maybe during World War II, but maybe not. If that's the case, that is insane. for nearly 100 years.
Members of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment, nicknamed the Brave Rifles, were first assigned to guard the tomb. At first, they were enlisted only during daylight hours and served just to discourage visitors to climb on or disrespect the monument. By 1937, guarding the tomb became a round-the-clock job, and on April 6, 1948, the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, known as the Old Guard, was designated as the Army's official ceremonial unit, tasked with guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier. Old Guard myths. The Tomb Guard Sentinels have a bit of an intimidating reputation, and it's all thanks to some pretty fantastic urban myths that have surrounded the Old Guard for decades. Fortunately, we're here to separate fact from fiction. According to one urban legend, Sentinels live for 2 years in a barracks under the tomb and are not allowed to swear, watch television, or drink alcohol for the rest of their lives. Fortunately, this is completely false.
I thought saying that was what happened. That's what people thought. Fuck me, if that was what you had
Members
to do.
of the Old Guard are allowed to indulge in the occasional off-duty vice. And finally, it was once rumored that during Hurricane Isabel in 2003, the Tomb Sentinels refused orders to abandon their post, despite the inclement weather, and perished in the storm. While it's a cool story, it's also bogus. While the tomb requires 24/7 guarding, contingencies are in place in case of lightning, high winds, or torrential conditions. What do you think of the guards? Let us know in the comments below. Leave a
If they're
like.
working in during hurricanes, that is something that I can't imagine what that would be like. But yeah, man, this is an interesting one for sure. I never heard about this before, but now I've seen the video, I understand why it's got so many sort of people interested in it, and why it was suggested as well. But yeah, let's see some of the comments. We all may not speak the same language, but the sound of CHK's universal. What does this mean? I don't know what it means. Is it like the camera sound noise or what? Like when it takes a picture? Oh, the fucking... I don't know what it means now. Like clocking it up kind of thing. I think that's what it means. So all the unknown soldiers, they picked one unknown soldier to represent all the unknown soldiers. Crazy that whoever lay in that tomb is literally known worldwide but still unknown. Wish we knew their name. I mean... I don't know. Is it possible to get DNA testing for someone like who's been like there for like 100 years? I guess it's not right, but maybe technologies in the future will allow it. I don't know. I took a field trip there in 8th grade, and I had heard they would crack down on unnecessary noise. I had to cough really bad because I was choking on water, and I just sat there for 15 minutes choking since I was nervous. I'd get yelled at. Good times, bro. That reminds me of myself, man. I choke on water all the damn time, so. I can relate to you there, bro. Try to hold it so no one can hear. It blows my mind that they actually have to tell people to be respectful. I know. It is kind of crazy how people will be laughing about when you're going to like a ceremony kind of thing. Why you shouldn't mess with a tomb guard? Better question. Why would you ever think about messing with a tomb guard? Not outranking the unknown soldier makes you want to cry because that's so respectful to them. Bro, I am the worst reader in the world. Imagine being a small town private who dies on the battlefield only to be given the most ceremonious and highly guarded tomb in the country. And probably one of the most guarded ones in the world, if not the most, which is, I mean, that goes to show, right? They guarded each other and every soldier that didn't make it back identifiable or at all respect. I mean, yeah, this was a very interesting video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want more reactions like this, suggest what you want to see. Again, this is going to the Patreon first, but I'll be sure to post it to YouTube soonish. As soon as I can. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, like I said, for 100 times. And until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.